Welcome back, inmates. The Adventures of Ron Harallows. We made it to Coruscant after a detour on the SLS, which bit us in the ass a little bit because that was one hell of a flashpoint. Previous video if you want to watch that. But for now, we're on Coruscant, so we're making some progress. Again, I'm probably going to be mostly quiet because this game is so story heavy that I just feel like, it'd be fun to enjoy the story. So I will have a comment here and there, but I'm probably mostly just gonna end up playing. So why not? But I hope you guys are having a good day. Or evening. Wherever in the world you are. Well, let's continue with our adventure, yes? Oh yeah, I forgot about this dude. I do wonder, playing as the smuggler now, how much of side quests are going to change. I mean, I've seen a handful of them already change a little bit from on Ord Mantell, but I'm kind of curious how much is going to change just in general after this. It'll be interesting to see.
Ah, you're here. It's a great pleasure to meet one of the Republic's finest. I admire anyone who charges into an active volcano full of separatists and comes back alive.
Technically, I didn't know it was active when I blasted in there. Not that it mattered.
My point is, you have a talent for beating the odds. People respect that. I represent Venara Kale, Senator of Coruscant. She not only speaks for our capital world in the Galactic Senate, but oversees this planet's government. Senator Kale leads the effort to rebuild what was destroyed during the Sith Empire's invasion. Healing those old wounds has been slow and painful.
The war's been over a long time. Hard to believe we're still recovering.
Some wounds run deeper than others. This world faces many a crisis. A shattered infrastructure, a booming refugee population, whole sectors descending into anarchy. All of these hinder the rebuilding. Senator Kale believes you're specially qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat. She'd appreciate the favor of a meeting. Immediately.
Senator, huh? My time isn't cheap.
Arrangements will be made to ensure that you feel properly compensated. Senator Kale is the greatest leader we've had in decades. She'll not only rebuild this world, but the rest of the Republic with it. Speak to Minister Imo at the Senate Tower. Tell him you're expected. Good luck, and welcome to Coruscant.
Alright, I got a few thoughts on this one, because, again, this is the same mission that you get as any class. And as a Jedi, I took the light side of it, so I'm kind of curious how I'm going to approach it this time. I could either keep being a good boy, or I could be an asshole about it. Still kind of deciding. Okay, there's another flashpoint over here, which I'm kind of interested in. I'll maybe do it in a little bit later in the game. We'll see. We'll see.
Bemrati Hivo, Semper Finst June, Umesan, Dumo Ganyor Nord.
Thank you for coming on short notice. I'm Senator Venara Kale. Forgive my abruptness, but time is a luxury I don't possess. As you may have heard, Coruscant is overwhelmed with refugees fleeing Imperial tyranny. Many have been here since the war. The refugees took over the old galactic market sector, huddling in shops and warehouses that were abandoned during the sacking of Coruscant. They refused to leave.
Is the Republic doing anything to provide for these refugees?
Resources are scarce. There's only so much we can do. As so often happens when fear and poverty dominate, a criminal element has risen to take advantage of the situation. The Migrant Merchants Guild began as a political advocacy group for refugees. Over the years, it transformed into a ruthless and murderous criminal syndicate.
As if these people didn't have enough problems. Now they're being controlled by gangsters.
These criminals exploit the very people their guild allegedly protects. They rule through intimidation and extortion. The Migrant Merchants Guild has grown increasingly hostile and violent. Their criminal enforcers have acquired military-grade weaponry. Earlier today, their thugs took to the streets. They attacked our security personnel, set fires, began rioting. We're facing an armed insurrection.
Have these gangsters made any demands?
They only seem intent on destruction. For generations, the old galactic market was Coruscant's central trade hub. Its importance isn't merely economic. It's a symbol of the Republic's freedom. The comm channels are jammed. We've lost contact with our security forces. I need your help ending this crisis. The criminals must not win.
I'm a pretty good shot. Figure I can take at least half these guys by myself.
Considering your accomplishments on Ord Mantell, that's no exaggeration. Do whatever you must to save innocent lives from that criminal filth. Find my security chief, Captain Winborn. He'll help. Good luck.
Nayanam Ramkam, Kala Amka Mani, Livik Bak.
That was a fairly unsubtle attempt to get my attention. What do you need? Incriminating photos? Dirty holocalls?
A politician that cares. Few and far between. My dumbass running back because I forgot to use the customs terminal.
Everything on Coruscant is huge. You see those city towers as we flew in? How many people you figure live in those? Millions?
You've never been off Ord Mantell in your life, have you?
Don't go making assumptions. I've just never been here. Want to find Skavek before we're too old to shoot straight? We're gonna need local help.
Got someone particular in mind?
I happen to know the perfect guy. There's a gambler named Artemis who keeps tabs on everything worth knowing about Coruscant. Good man. You'll like him.
What else do you know?
Vidu called him an information broker. When Darmus isn't playing Sabak, he buys and sells the kind of answers we need. I still have Vidu's hollow-frequency contacts, and Darmus is one of them. Give me a second, and we'll talk to the man himself.
Corso, is that you? It's been too long, you rascal. What brings you to Coruscant?
A friend and I are in a real bind. Is there a place we can meet you?
Of course. Come to my private cantina booth. I'm here now, winning my 10th hand of Sabak against a very persistent Rhodian. Hope you don't mind the occasional blaster fire. The cantina is in a rowdy part of Coruscant.
I just came from a war zone. I'm used to blaster fire.
I had a feeling you were more than a tourist.
Keep your comlink channel open, Darmus. I've got some bad news about Vidu. I'll bring Darmus up to speed while we travel, Captain.
Keep your eyes open for that scum sucker who stole my ship.
You got it.
Sneaky little bastards. But then again, smugglers.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
I greet you on behalf of the great and noble Senator Doliber Bark. I have the honor of being his senior page. The senator sent me as his representative, though he'd prefer to be here himself. He loves to walk among his people.
The senator sounds like a wonderful man.
Oh, he's the most wonderful man I've ever met. Today, the senator sent me to find brave and loyal citizens to help with a security crisis. It involves his work to restore the Republic to glory by re-establishing our technological superiority.
Give me all the details.
Absolutely. Senator Bark believes technology is the key to strengthening our military and re-establishing our healthy economy. Recently, the senator arranged to acquire a shipment of computer chips, advanced hardware that could create whole new industries for the Republic. Unfortunately, the shipment was hijacked by the Migrant Merchants Guild. Now, Republic security is afraid to take on the Guild's thugs.
You're looking for outside help.
Exactly. The senator says this issue is really over security's head anyways. Recovering the shipment of chips from the Guild would be a great service to Senator Bark and the Republic.
Is Senator Bark paying for this?
Yes, of course, your fee. In his generosity, the senator has promised to personally reward anyone who helps. To find out where the Guild has hidden the senator's shipment, you'll have to speak with Security Captain Denel Zahn. He ran the investigation. Then return the shipment to Senator Bark's office in the Senate Tower. I'm sure he'll want to thank you personally.
Yeah, I don't trust that, but considering I know from the Jedi half of this game what that means, I'm just gonna keep quiet. I'm not gonna say a thing.
Even the cantina's here big. Darmus says this is the best watering hole on the planet. This is the best feeling. A sky full of stars, a new planet waiting across the galaxy, never gets old.
Why do you think I never settled down?
There's something about cities. All that plasteel and concrete. Weighs too much to ever feel free. When I came back to Ord Mantell, I thought that was the end for me. Thanks for giving me a way off. So, how about that war, huh, Captain? You think the Republic will stop hiding behind the Treaty of Coruscant and admit they want the Empire wiped out? It doesn't sit right negotiating with people who want every man, woman, and kid dead.
I'll kill the whole Empire myself if I have to.
Then me and Sergeant Boom Boom will be right there with you, Captain. I joined the Peace Brigade when I was 14. I know what a world looks like when the Empire's done with it.
What's that? A bunch of do-gooders?
The Brigade's a relief organization. Go into worlds abandoned by the Treaty of Coruscant. Help people displaced by the Empire. I was a kid looking for an adventure. After 2 months, let's just say there are no kids in war zones.
Well, damn. That is rough. This is my first time getting to your Corso side of things. Well, like, Corso as a character, because I never played this, but... Damn.
Welcome, my friend. I'm Artemis, a back player and information resource without equal.
Nice to meet you. I'm the fastest blaster in the galaxy.
I guess congratulations are in order. I wasn't aware that competition had been settled. Good for you. Sorry to hear about Vidu. He was a man of refined taste and a terrible card player. I'll truly miss him. Life is like Sabak. The trick is to quit while you're ahead and enjoy your winnings. Exactly how I'll spend my twilight years.
Best of luck to you.
Who needs luck? With the right preparation and a flexible strategy, a man can be ready for anything life throws at him. Even death. Now, I know this isn't a social call. Corso says you have troubles, and I'm prepared to help.
A man named Skavek stole my freighter and brought it here.
Corso mentioned a cargo hold full of stolen blasters, and the infamous Rogun the Butcher, too. My sympathies. Skavek is well known in the galactic underworld. He's earned death sentences across the galaxy for everything from armed robbery to kidnapping. He's known to be in the Sith Empire's pocket, and he even cheats at cards. I'm happy to help you find him.
Skavek works for the Empire?
On occasion, yes. The man isn't particular about his friends. Let's hope that makes him easier to catch. Soon as Corso mentioned Skavek's name, I alerted all my best informants. I'm getting some interesting leads.
What did I tell you, Captain? Artemis can find out anything. We'll have Skavek in no time.
And how much do you want for your information, Artemis?
Nothing, my friend. I couldn't live with myself taking advantage of a man who lost his starship. Skavek recently used the services of a data slicer named Kixie in the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. Quite talented, I hear.
What would Skavek need with a data slicer?
Slicers are masters at cracking codes and manipulating data. Miscreant like Skavek will have all sorts of nefarious uses for such talent. Kixie might be able to help you flush Skavek out of hiding. Be careful, though. The guild is well armed and doesn't like outsiders. Excuse me, but I noticed some delightful young ladies in desperate need of attention. Duty calls.
I'm desperate, Mal.
I wish I could help, Nick. I really do, but I can't spare the manpower.
Is this what the Republic has been reduced to? Indifference to the suffering of aliens?
Somebody want to explain what's going on?
You want to know? This is about the gross neglect of the aliens in the old galactic market. For us, there is no justice. We are ruled over by gangsters who call themselves the Migrant Merchants Guild. While Republic security...
Nick, none of you should be living here. We can't guarantee your safety. You know that.
Our homes were buried under rubble during the war. Not our fault the businessmen here are all crooks.
Is there some way I can pitch in?
I don't know. Things are not well at all, and I do so need someone. The Republic considers us squatters and wants us out. The Migrant Merchants Guild claims to protect us, but all they do is exploit us. Now the Guild has kidnapped my mate Rhea and put her to work as an entertainer. Rhea! Forced to dance for the pleasure of scoundrels.
Why did the guild kidnap your mate?
Because I failed to make my protection payments. And as you can see, Republic security couldn't care less.
Oh, for goodness sake, Nick, give it a rest.
There's no telling what humiliations and depravities Rhea's been forced to endure. My beloved is worth a great deal to me. Bring her back and I'll reward you handsomely.
All right, I'll do it. I always was a sucker for people in love.
Thank the ancestors. I cannot express what this means to me. Rhea is being held with the other dancers in the guild headquarters. She's a beautiful Nautilin with lovely green head tresses. I'm sure you'll know her.
Again, this is a quest that I picked up as a Jedi, so I kind of know the deal behind it. But I'm gonna let you guys hear the story behind this one. I'm not gonna say anything.
In accordance with Security Force Regulation 1195, conversations with non-security personnel are to be kept to a minimum. Let's make this quick. I'm Captain Denel Zahn. Senator Bark's page ordered me to give you information regarding the Senator's stolen goods.
I wouldn't let him order me around.
Good. That's why we need to reach an understanding here. Did the Senator's crony tell you where the shipment came from, or what these computer chips are for?
Now that you mention it, he didn't explain anything about the chips.
I'm not surprised. These political types like to gloss over details. The chips are from planet Ryloth. They're designed to operate remote control slave collars. Under Republic Law 4412, Rylothian slave collars and the chips used to make them are illegal in Republic space, even for senators.
Why would a senator need chips for slave collars?
To be honest, I don't know. But it really doesn't change anything. The law is the law. Our immediate problem is that these slave collar chips are spread around the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. First priority is get the shipment together again. After that, bring the chips back to me and I'll make sure they're destroyed.
That sounds like the right thing to do.
It's the only thing to do. Find the chips and get out of the Guild warehouse. Once you've got everything, I suggest you let us deal with the shipment, not the Senator.
Look, we might be a smuggler, but we don't deal with slavery. So let's help him out.
They're having shootouts in the street? And here I thought...
Cut power to the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Captain Winborn, Senator Kale said you need backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
The Senate Tower is nowhere near this sector.
Scum found themselves a way around that little detail. The gangsters brought slicers to access every network node in the sector. They're trying to take over the automated speeder flight paths. They'll cause thousands of mid-air collisions. It'll rain debris on the Senate Tower like a meteor storm. No telling how many will die.
Sure, Senate Tower is a little gaudy. That's no reason to burn it down.
Who are you? Ah, forget it. Don't care. The gangsters have armed patrols guarding the network access points. We need to push them back and manually lock down the terminals. Get enough terminals, and we might just pull this off. My men will back you up. Good luck in there.
Okay, that was an interesting twist on that dialogue, because as a Jedi, he shows unending respect to you. But, okay, as a smuggler, you get a different response. I like these twists. I like that it's little differences like this. Makes me want to try playing as the other characters too.
must need some blasted data card to open this thing.
There's bound to be somebody around here with a clearance pass. You ready for some more action, Captain?
Potanua vatikuna etuta.
I'm here to see a friend of mine, Ria Delaru.
Kukutichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi popota.
Thank you for considering Hanera's dance troupe for your entertainment needs. How may I please you this day?
Nick's worried about you. He asked me to get you out of here.
Blast it. I should have known. I'm afraid you've wasted your time. I'm not here against my will.
It's okay, you can talk to me.
I'm sorry, I should have told Nick the truth. I was just hoping to spare his feelings. Life with him was miserable. Not only were we barely scraping by, but I was fed up. His jealousy was driving me crazy. He didn't want me talking to anyone or going out. Life here it's better.
Your mate probably needs to hear this.
I know, I should have realized he would never just let me go. Could you please tell Nick I was shipped off Coruscant? If he thinks I'm gone, he might move on.
Stay here. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you. I appreciate your help. I hope you'll come back and see me under less formal circumstances.
And that's why that quest is... There's a lot of quests in this game where it's like, don't judge it by what it sounds like until you've gone through the whole thing, then you kind of understand it. It's interesting. I've found a few quests like this that have become both interesting and also my favorite. We'll run into a few more of these. You'll see.
Awfully nice of the guild to leave a clearance pass with their security patrol.
Well, time to see where this is gonna take us.
Been monitoring you on the security network. You sure know how to make an entrance.
Guess we found our slicer. But why does this room look like a prison?
Because it is a prison. Thanks for noticing. Whatever issues you're having with the guild, I'm on your side. I'm just a slave here.
Your name's Kixie, right?
That's my nickname. Short for Kixie Aralu. You came here for me? The guild locked me up 2 years ago. Forced me to work for them. I'll do anything to get out. What do you need?
We'll be on Skavek's trail and I'll free you.
Finding his trail is easy. Just look for the slime. I knew that Corellian pig lizard Skavek had ticked off the wrong person. No wonder he was in such a hurry. Skavek paid the guild to clean his identity record. They made me slice into the Republic's main database and delete all his arrest warrants.
No wonder Skavek gets around so easily. Nobody's chasing him but me.
He mentioned some Celestin lawman giving him trouble. Sorry, but that's all I know about Skavek. I'm not sure how else to help you.
Isn't there some way to figure out where Skavek is?
Do you know how many people are on Coruscant? It takes a lot for one man to stand out. Hang on. Maybe that's it. Take away his spotless identity record, and Skavek can't walk 10 meters without attracting attention. He'll be a lot easier to find. I can ruin Skavek's identity record for you in no time. If I do that, will you let me go?
I want Skavek's record dirtier than a sewer on Hutta.
In other words, just the way I found it. No problem. I saved copies of everything I erased from Skavek's identity record.
All I have to do now is transfer the data back. There. Easy. The minute he passes an identity checkpoint, it'll trigger an alarm.
What else can you do to Skavek's identity record?
Depends on how much damage you're looking to inflict.
Frame him as an undercover Republic law enforcement agent.
You really hate him, don't you? Alright, I'll plant files with all the criminal syndicates, so they think Skavek is a lawman. Okay, let me go now, so I can make it out before they lock this place down.
I was always planning to let you go.
Thank you, you're my hero.
Maybe we should go check in with Artemis, see if he's got any new info on Skavek.
Not gonna lie, that was actually kind of interesting. It was a nice twist to see how this side of the story plays out. And ruin a criminal. Fun times.
My man can't believe you took on all those gangsters and lived. You're a blasted hero, you know that? With the network terminals locked down, the speeder traffic is secure. Now, all that's left is pushing out those gangsters for good.
There was some kind of encrypted message on the network. Looks like a recording.
Let me see that. It's an old Migrant Merchants Guild code. I think I can decrypt it. Here we go.
You accepted our friendship, Senator Kale, and credits. It's time you paid us back. All we want are the housing projects you promised our people now.
Your people will have to wait their turn like everyone else. I owe you nothing. If you continue pushing me, I'll destroy you all.
Senator Kale and the Migrant Merchants Guild are at war? That's what this is all about?
Your extortion attempt has failed. My people are pushing back their little army as we speak. It's over.
Nobody breaks a deal with us, Senator. We'll have what we want one way or another.
This is way above my pay grade. I'm not destroying the reputation of Coruscant's most popular politician. Take the recording. I don't want it.
A security captain who gives away evidence to complete strangers. How did you get this job?
I follow my conscience. Whatever's happening, there's a reasonable explanation. Senator Kale has done great things for Coruscant. She's a good woman. Give her a chance. My men and I will stay down here. You should go back to the Senate Tower.
Yeah, but at the same time, she put everything at risk. Well, only one way to see what we do about this one. When we get to the Senator.
Look what the Wampa dragged in. I was beginning to wonder if I'd see you again. Did you get the shipment of slave collar chips?
Take these chips and destroy them, Captain.
Oh, I will. Senator Park will be disappointed, but the law is the law, even for senators. I know he probably offered more, but I can at least give you the standard rate for your work.
Thanks for the business.
You're welcome. You've earned those credits. I've got a lot of data work to do now. We don't want the Senator finding any fault with the way this was handled, but you've got my thanks.
Think you're all right?
You're back! Did you find Rhea? What happened?
Your mate's no longer on Coruscant.
No, this can't be. Where did she go?
Details don't matter.
Oh, my poor Rhea. She was my most valued possession. Why do the ancestors punish me so? I suppose we should settle up, despite the fact that you failed to bring my beloved back. This is yours.
You are one messed up individual.
Treating her like a possession? Yeah, that kind of explains why she left his ass in the first place. And again, that's why there are so many interesting little quests that act like that. It's always so much fun to see how they work out and how they are. You know what? Why don't we pick this one up? We are here.
Oh, citizen. I'm seeing double, but you both look like you can handle yourself. Officer Anstis. Nice to... ouch. Meet you. Apparently I've got enemies back at HQ. Got the unenviable task of arresting Gambo, Black Sun enforcer with a string of murders to his name. I've gone inside the dealer's den half a dozen times to confront him. And he's beaten me within a centimeter of my life each time.
Are you still in one piece?
My head's pounding and you're covered in spots. I've been better. I'd call for backup, but frankly, Gambo could tear through that whole cantina if he had a mind to. He needs to be talked down or knocked out if I'm gonna arrest him. I'm no match, but you might have a shot.
I'll go talk to Gambo. You should get to a med center.
I won't leave my post. I can't take Gambo, but I can keep tabs on him. No one sees Gambo without going through Zuki, his lookout. If you're lucky, Gambo might give you a few words before he starts swinging. Use them wisely.
And that is it for this episode. We got some stuff done. We got some things going. We managed to smear Skavek's name. Hopefully making finding him a little bit easier to deal with. But man, this guy has been an asshole to try and track down to get our ship back. But it is what it is. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the hell out of you. It really is nice to see people watching these. And I hope you enjoy them. I know I'm not the best editor and thumbnail maker or whatever. Not my forte. And I'm kind of a one-man operation. But if you want to see me live, you can catch me on Warden_Artemis on Twitch. Stream Mondays, Wednesdays through to Saturdays, Tuesdays and Sundays are the only days off. We started Valhalla, like the cyber bartender action thing so far, the cyberpunk bartender action. It's been fun as hell to play, so I hope you stop by for that. But until next time, please look after yourselves, take care, And yeah, I'll see all of you guys next episode. Have a good one.